Welcome back. New Britain is really weighing whether or not high schools should be passing out free condoms to students. They have a big problem. They're one of the highest cities when it comes to teenage pregnancy rates. They're #1 in the state for teens being pregnant more than once.
It's an issue that they have dealt with before, and they've turned down this opportunity to have condoms handed out in the health center and school. There is a feeling, though, that this time around, next month when they vote, it may change. Let's bring in our friends, Chaz and AJ from 99.1 PLR, to talk about this. This is an issue that's come up time and time again in communities across the state, across the country. Whose responsibility is this? Is it a school's responsibility? Is it a parent's responsibility?
It's a parent's responsibility. I mean, don't teach kids to have sex. You're basically saying it's okay to do it.
Yeah.
But come on, Chaz, I mean, it's often difficult. Parents think that their kids aren't doing it, right? I mean, parents like to think, well, my child, you know, they'll come to me when they're interested, or they'll come to me when they want to talk about this.
When are kids responsible for their own actions? I mean, when you're 18, you can grab a gun and go to Afghanistan and be trained to kill people, but you're not old enough to know that you should have protective sex?
Don't give them condoms.
Well,
I mean, just do what happened to me in high school. Just teach the girl to say no a lot. Trust me.
Well,
Trust
and
me.
unfortunately,
I didn't need a condom at all.
Unfortunately, in New
My
Britain,
girl.
the issue is that they do have this problem. They have this major teen pregnancy problem. So whatever they're doing now apparently isn't working. I mean, I guess that's where they're coming at this one, and they're thinking maybe we need to do what other cities across the state and across the country have done and have the health center have these available.
Instead of handing condoms out to the kids and saying, go ahead, have sex, but just have protective sex, why don't you show kids how bad their lives will be if they have children at a young age? It's not horrible, but it's very, very difficult.
Not one girl ever. None.
Yeah.
None.
It's difficult.
Don't you guys think whether or not the school is handing them out, the sex will still happen?
I think that, you know, just like with smoking, if you educate kids, like less kids are smoking now because they realize that it will kill you. I think if you start with the education part of it, instead of just saying, you know what, we know you're going to do it, here, have some condoms, go have fun. I think you need to teach them that, you know what, if you have kids at a young age, it can make your life really tough.
Education
Very,
campaign.
very true.
All right, Chaz and AJ, 99.1 PLR. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks.
It is 6:47 right now. We've got your headlines on the 8s coming up next.